grandma's name was Margarita Negrete, and my favorite memory of her was that she was always funny, and she was the one that would always make the family laugh, and like the jokester, and like I got that from her, and now I'm the one that makes everybody laugh, and like she really influenced me to be funny and like be outgoing and just do whatever I want, and that's why I'm like that now.
My dog's name was Xena, and I can't really remember. I didn't really remember her. I remember it was her that she was lying down. She was looking so peaceful, and I miss her a lot.
Coming to you live from the Mac Studio, it's Whitney High School Live, and I'm your host, Ben Espejo. Well, hey guys, welcome to Friday's edition of Whitney High School Live. As you know, it is our week of remembrance, and throughout the week we've been looking at grief and loss through sort of a cultural perspective of Mexico through Dia de los Muertos. But today we're actually going to be looking through other cultural aspects, so I'm going to toss it over now to our segment producer, Clarissa Gutierrez.
Thank you, Ben. Hi everyone, I'm Clarissa Gutierrez, and this is the fifth and final day in our week of remembrance. So, as Ben mentioned before, today we're going to be comparing different cultural perspectives towards death. So we have three important guests. We have Kian, Sohan, and Julian, and they are representing the Chinese, Indian, and Filipino cultures. So, what is your culture's view on death? Is it a positive or negative one?
For the Filipino culture, we typically think of a funeral as a gathering where the entire family comes together and celebrates the departed as he or she enters a peaceful afterlife where they're able to watch over the rest of the family. So I think it's a very positive perspective, and we really view death as an important part of the Filipino culture.
In the Chinese culture, we tend to view death as more of a positive thing. If you've lived a long life and if you've been respected, it's viewed as an even better thing because you'll be moving on to a life where you can meet new people, have new friends. And so it's generally positive, and except for the cases where it's a tragic death, such as an accident, then it might be viewed a little bit more negatively. But overall, it's a positive thing of you moving on to a new life.
Okay, and does your culture perform any funeral customs or rituals that are not common in the American culture?
Typically for the Indian culture, just like the Filipino and the Chinese culture, they view death in a more positive way. And so, for example, at funerals, Indians will typically wear all white instead of all black. And a preference that they have when someone dies is that they prefer to cremate their loved ones immediately instead of waiting for other family members to arrive for the rituals.
Okay, and so you know how on the first day we talked a little bit about Dia de los Muertos and how that holiday is a celebration of remembrance for the Mexican culture. Do any of your cultures have any remembrance celebrations that are tied with death?
In the Chinese culture, we have a holiday called tomb sweeping. And the tomb sweeping day is one where the family goes to the graveyard and they clean the tombs, they put incense, food, and some paper money. And it's a way of saying that they respect their ancestors and that they wish that they can have a plentiful life. They can have a lot of food and a lot of money in their future life. And it's kind of a way to make sure that their ancestors rest happy.
Since most Filipinos are Catholics, we celebrate All Saints Days and All Souls Day, which is on November 1st and November 2nd. And on those days, people go to the cemetery to visit their loved ones and to pray, and sometimes they even have a picnic there.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of your cultural perspectives. I really appreciate it. And I would also like to give a huge shout out to every single person that made this week of remembrance possible. Now, where's Rohan today?
Thank you, Clarissa. Hello, everybody. I am a robot. Beep boop, beep boop. Today I'm going to be reading off this script. Wait a minute. I have an idea. Ding.
You know what? Yeah, I don't need this script. I'm not gonna go off this silly script. I'm gonna improv it.
Ow! Who threw that?
It wasn't me. I'm through that.
I'm pretty sure I just saw a white paper just flow into my face.
Yeah, Clarissa threw that.
I'll deal with her later then. But wait, dude, where's your script?
I don't need a script today, Bianca. I'm practicing for improv, you know? Oh, it's convenient that you're here today. You are the improv team captain, correct?
Yeah.
Convenient.
Definitely. It's definitely convenient because we do have Whitney Wildcard's first improv show of the year today, here in the Mac Studio during lunch. It's only $2 and you'll definitely get every penny's worth with laughs. And if you don't have a good time, we guarantee your money back.
Bianca, we can't guarantee their money back.
If you don't have a good time, we guarantee we're very, very sorry. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you, Bianca. Thank you, Rohan. Now, before we go, a couple quick announcements. First of all, happy birthday to Clarissa and Karen. Thank you to all the guests who came out for Week of Remembrance, anyone who made this week possible, especially to you, Jonathan Sue, for making our graphic, and to any up-and-coming graphic designers. If you're interested in making a logo for Whitney High School Live, please contact us. We'd love to have your work on our show. Well, that's all for today. This has been Whitney High School Live. I'm Ben Espejo. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week.